हैं। Namaskar. We would like to welcome you all on behalf of Independent Research Ethics Society in AYUSH Samriddhi International Webinar Series, number 1394. I would like to communicate my sincere regards, thanks, and gratitude to all the speakers who have joined us within short notice. Dr. Sakat Basu is our pillar. He is blessing us regularly in very scientific tone. Excellent, Dr. Sakat Basu, welcome. And sorry for being late for 15 minutes because we have conducted 3 webinars before this. Right from 7 p.m. we conducted Vishwa Ayurved Parsad.
Sharmaji will not stop unless he reaches the Guinness Book of World Records. So, congratulations.
That is your responsibility to support.
Yes. No, good.
So I would like to request Professor V.K. Agnihotri sir for welcoming our guest speakers.
Thank you, Professor Sharmaji, and with the wonderful comment from Sakat Basu that we will not stop as long we are not going to reach the Guinness Book. The fact is that there will not be any fast or upvas in our this webinar, I can say in other words. हमारे यहाँ कोई गैप नहीं, कोई उपवास नहीं है और हम लोग चलते थे उपवास में भी हम वेबिनार रखते हैं. And I am really thankful for all these great our personalities and dignitaries who are always with us and supporting us and giving them all sorts of education, informations, and encouragement with the moral support regarding the execution of our webinars. So Dr. Sakat Basu is very much with us, and this is what he is going to deliver a talk over the health tips for the work from home. The fact is that those who are much more committed and adhered to their profession, duties, and office, they used to start considering office as home. And that too in the years, there were so many persons who even after 5 p.m. or 6, they used to continue with the around the principal or the director that there may be any instruction to follow on coming hours. And their wife used to say in the house that whether you are paid extra bonus for retaining yourself beyond the stipulated time, say 5 o'clock or so. So that used to be. They start considering the house as an office itself. So now this phenomenon came especially during the COVID-19 that work from home. But that led ultimately some sort of ailments or some sort of rather tiredness or dissatisfaction regarding the parameters of health. So here we are going to listen a lot of tips while persons performing their duties, that too online in front of this chat box, this tablet, computer or mobile. So what are the suggestions to break this continuity for the relaxation, for the mental peace, for the rejuvenation, and for the recharging to perform the work schedule or workload, work responsibility, being there in the home itself. With these words, as an introductory, we welcome all the guest speakers of today evening of this topic. And I would like to again refer back Professor Pankaj Sharmaji for inviting our today's guest speaker. I think the first one will be Dr. Sakat Basu sir. So with due respect and considering the valuable time of our Dr. Sakat Basu, I invite with a very humble and honorable way that definitely we are going to listen a lot from him on this very important topic. Welcome, Dr. Sakat Basu ji.
Thank you so much for this webinar. And as I have mentioned, Dr. Sharma is not going to stop without making a world record. So let's he has asked me to work with this with the Guinness Book of World Record and stuff. So I'm working on it. I haven't been able to establish a good connection with them, but we'll keep trying, and we'll have to have a lot of documentation for this. But nonetheless, getting into the topic, I think this is a very valuable topic on this day. On this day, because work from home is an international global phenomenon that started, as you have clearly mentioned, during the pandemic, and it has continued. It has continued. I mean, at one point of time, I would have myself has, and it's still working extensively on work from home projects. And there are benefits, and there are positive and negative sides of it. Before getting into the health side, let me highlight about the challenges of work from home. Like, initially when there was this COVID-19 outbreak all over the world, work from home was an outstanding what do you call an outstanding strategy, so that the work continues, particularly in IT sector, education sector, and various other areas, telemedicine, whichever and wherever this could be extended, this was applied, and it has made humongous task in achieving a lot of work done during those days when everything was closed. And this practice has been still continuing to this date, and I do not have any objection about having this system, because this has evolved into a way beyond thing in our society, because many men and women particularly who are
निशा,
taking leave
मेरा जब चालू
for
होगा ना
various
तो बोलना मत,
purposes,
वो जो YouTube पे रिकॉर्डिंग होता है.
for various purposes, if they are utilizing it or taking it, this has been helping each other, helping the companies to grow. There were tidbits of money that has gone to various employees that have worked. Jobs have been kept on, and there has been lots of lost jobs and everywhere. But down the line, it has given up a lot of technology. Now, as we are discussing, we are talking, these webinars, these series were not so popular before the pandemic. The work from home platform has changed and transformed our education system, our communication, and everything that we could think about in a very positive way. Now we could communicate from various parts of the world, various important discussions, meetings could be done, various important decisions could be taken, many fairway, a major discussion that would have waited for weeks or months till you can visit the site can now be very easily done over the internet. And many of these softwares, many of these technologies which were not so powerful during the COVID, over the time, the software companies have worked extensively, even what the Google link that we use or various other platforms that are available can accommodate, over 100,000, and even more powerful, expensive platforms can even hire even more people. But there are limitations of how many people you could connect through these webinars, because it reduces the quality of communication down the line, and it is also very difficult to maintain and regulate. I'm not going to talk about the challenges of online communication or the challenges of these online platforms, but I would also highlight, but most companies that has continued this work from home program, it has helped, no doubt. We all take benefit of this system. But the companies have taken advantage of this way beyond that we could imagine. So now an 8-hour shift has transformed into 16-hour shift, 18-hour shifts for many companies, for which they are not providing compensation. Many multinational companies, we are as Indians so much proud of this guy named Pichai, of the Google CEO. The one great thing he does is cutting off employees, particularly from India, where he's from, and we always welcome him as if he's a Nobel Prize winner. But nonetheless, people like Pichai and other CEOs have increased their salary manifold during this process, and they have cut down employees, whether they are working online, offline, to significant amount. This has impacted economy not only in India. India has still been able to get out of this. Countries like United States and many members of the European Union are still struggling to even get out of the post-pandemic effect till date, which is an extremely global economic challenge. Why am I highlighting on Google or companies like this? As you could, our Facebook or companies like such as which has now been renamed as Meta, or Zomato, Tomato, whatever these new employment agencies have come up. They are also exploiting the laborers or the employees to the best of their ability. So if I had 8 hour shift or 10 hour shift or 12 or 14-hour shift, it used to be paid. But now with over the time, as jobs are getting scarce, they are exploiting the employees to the full benefit. So now it is 16 hours day cycle, 18-hour cycle, or your time is not respected. So if you are in USA, you will work from 10 to 5. Maybe some days it is 6 to 7 if you are a white American. But when this job transfers to USA, from USA to India, to China, to Africa, to Latin America, people on the other side are accommodating their time. And by accommodation, it means that you have no time, or your time is always a permanent time. You are working tirelessly all throughout the day, and you are not being able to make the upper management happy. So this has been a challenge and an exploitation, particularly by the big multinational companies that is headed by our great Pichai that Indians are so proud of. Is people like them have benefited multiple folds from this process and cut down the resources for other employees that are working down the line. Lower the line, you are more under the fire. In middle management, upper management, you are a little bit better. But none other than these people are not making that much amount of money by putting these extra hours. If you are not putting your extra hours, they are saying goodbye, because our universities and our institutes are churning out huge number of engineers, huge number of technical personnel, technocrats every year, and they need job. So if you are not performing according to their estimate, which could be 16 hours, it could be 18 hours, where these high officials have long vacations in Bahamas, in other beautiful countries where they are enjoying life, sending messages. For others, it is work round the clock, and they are never happy. This never happy syndrome is also a strategy to keep you under the line, so you keep on performing. And this, in the IT sector, particularly for people across India, I feel pity for them, because they are exploited ruthlessly by these multiple multinational companies, and our so famous TCS and others have followed the same role, and there you are always working. So the Americans started it. Now the phenomenon has started all over the world. We now do not have pandemic, but because we are using this work from home model, and because job is scarce, exploit the people to the best of your ability for your benefit. Every time you ask for a salary raise, there is no money. The company is not making profits. But if you go onto the internet and look into their profit, it has skyrocketed. It is beyond our imagination. And I also suspect that what the level of profits they are showing is actually fake. The actual one is even more, maybe 150, 200 times more profit all these multinational companies are making. And on whose backbone? It's predominantly Indians, because we speak English, and a huge number of our population, because we cannot have jobs in India, they are working and associated with so many companies. And I can assure you, all our Indian, we are the Sudha Murthy, Great Murthy, Ha Murthy, Nichu Murthy, all that we are so proud of, that they have established this great IT industry. They are all exploiting to the best of their abilities. It is almost like ticks that is sucking the blood out of this IT professional, unless they're turning insane. So much of work pressure, and they're never satisfied. No matter whatever you do, no matter how much work you are producing, always you will hear that your work is not up to the mark. That there is more to be done, and the clients are flooding the gates. More money is being poured into the system. Their bank balances are flabbergasting. Like, their bank balances are spreading across several international banks, but when it comes to the management or the other part, there is no increase of salary. Only here and there few chamchas who are doing a good jobs here and there for doing chamchagiri and chaplusi are getting a little bit raise here and there, or friends and foes who, by fear or out of compassion, they need to keep a group. Otherwise, if you do not keep your inner circle very secure, people like Pichai will vanish down the line. So that's why these people make benefits, and who are burning the candles down is the people at the end, who are being discriminately thrown away without any labor laws across the world. This is not the case of India. This is not only the case of United States. This is happening all over the world. Now we come to the health part. So you can understand those who do not do this long-term work from home, which was a distant dream that it is changing the world, it has definitely changed the world, but it also come at the cost of ruthless exploitation of the employees, because they don't have nights, they don't have rest, they don't have breaks. You are always on the call, you are always attending your clients, you are always responding, and your hours are increasing. And as you know, all these labor unions and stuff are non-functional in Western countries, and even today in India, most of these labor unions have almost vanquished or they are non-existent. So other than ruthless exploitation, there is nothing in the hand of hundreds and thousands of millions of employees around the world who are suffering under the system. This needs to change, and the bubble is going to burst. When the bubble is going to burst, it is going to go bring this economy down. So what is making is more rich people richer, and the middle income people, squishing and surviving somehow, and the poorest of poor are dying every day. We don't even take notice of it. May be just like a statistics, as Stalin said, one death is a death, 100th death is a statistic. So there is no more Stalin, there is no more Mao Zedong these days, or Hitler these days, but there are these pseudo Hitlers, pseudo Mao Zedongs, or these workaholics who are looking for exploiting their employees to the best of their benefit. Now, what are the consequences? The consequences you will see, even 28 years, 30 years employees, 25 years employee, or working in engineering or all others in corporate sectors or semi-corporate sectors are suffering from diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, anxiety, depression, stress, not feeling well, mental health related issues, osteoporosis related problems. And if they are continuing, if you are senior, so if you are in the age group between 50 and 60 before your retirement, you have those 10 years, they are the worst hit, because you are sitting over the computers and working from home, hours and hours you are spending there, giving everything to your company when the company is never happy. Whichever company it is, they are never happy, because this strategy keeps the company running into profit. What you call this COVID-19 not only bring death and destruction and distortion of the economy, it has built economy for many corporate sectors. They have made many folds of profits that they were never imagined to make. Because now this is the great opportunity of people you do not see is working on the other side, and you can put as much labor, as much work done or dump on them to get the best result out. This is a global picture, very shabby, and is impacting health. Now, what to do? I am not a global advocate that I can really help union wise or doing protest or something like that. There needs to be writing, there needs to be discussion in our parliaments and senates and Congress, wherever, in whichever country, whatever parliamentary democracy we have, there needs to be a solid discussion, because it is impacting the health of a huge section of people who are bringing in foreign exchange for the country, who are bringing in prestige for the country, in exchange of getting, all kinds of diseases, starting from backaches to back pains to fatigue to depression. If you look into IT sector families, young families do not even have time for their little kids, do not even have time for husband and wife to go out and spend some time together. While great Pichai and Sudha Murthy is enjoying life to the best of their ability, their employees are dying, suffering from all kinds of neurological and mental depression and diseases, because there is very little holidays these days are available. You are always under work call, and this incessant call continually talking over mobile, continually working on your computer. As much they could crush things out of you, these people are doing, whether it is Elon Musk, whether it is Zuckerberg, all of them are the same side of different side of the same coin. Exploiter. I call them the modern Hitlers, the modern Stalins, the modern Mao Zedong, who are exploiting their employees to the best of their ability to destroy their life, to destroy their future for their own personal benefit, and money, and nothing else than money. Who else is benefiting from the process, the political parties across the world, because all these major companies provide huge money during elections to all the political parties. It is just not the case of India. It happens in the United States. It happens in European Parliament. It happens all over the world. No country that has parliamentary democracy is immune from that. And where you do not have parliamentary democracy, or you have a different forms of a government, the story is same, but it is done in a different way. In China, if you protest, you will vanish. No one will be able to locate you anymore. But that's a different story, different ball game, different ways to talk about. But the story and the plight of employee is the same. So how to cope with this? My suggestions would, I'm not a doctor. My humble suggestion is that I do not see much hope that this is going to change, because this is such a profit-making machinery that all the multinational companies and the national companies have now generated, particularly in the IT sector and related sectors where you need to work on the levels of information technology, artificial intelligence, programming, and other areas where you do not need to be in the office. This could be done from your home. Is sadly that you are going to be exploited. I don't think there is any alternative to that, but you need to take care of your own health. And the thing is, I suggest that do not work continuously by sitting on your computers or on your armchairs or desk or wherever you are working. After every 30 minutes, 40 minutes, no matter if Pichai is unhappy or Sudha Murthy is crying, don't matter. If you die, it does not matter to them. It is your family who is going to survive, who is going to suffer. So let them enjoy their life wherever they are. You take breaks where there is necessary. You won't get a long break, but wherever there is possible, you can take a short break. You try and take those short breaks. And this is happening not in you. In USA, they are not being able to push their employees to that extent. They are doing it in developing countries because we are a source of cheap labors. We are dogs, we are cats, we are guinea pigs. We can always be exploited. Things has not changed during the days of the British when we are. There may not be a country which is independent, occupied now. We are independent, but I also ask, are we really independent in this global village? We are slave or we are slave worker for somewhere else. There used to be black population, African slaves who were forcefully taken from Africa into America and South America, where they're pushed into forced labor. Now we do not do that, but we do an unhidden stick to do the same with the employees that is impacting their health. So it is important to take breaks. It is important to do yoga if you are working for long hours. And I know requesting your managers for break does not help. There is no sympathy. There is no empathy other than big talks. Which is exploiting the employees to the best of their ability. You have to take your own break. Take a break between your work. Go and stretch, look through your balcony, look through your veranda. If possible, take a morning walk. Many of these, our people, to cater to the time of the Western world, has to work all night. And by the time it is 4 a.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m., you understand in the cities and stuff, how much noise is there. We do not have soundproof rooms. So as when you are going to sleep, it is in daytime. I don't think our people are getting enough quality sleep. And the consequences are, with impacting blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, and all cancer and all other lifestyle-oriented diseases are impacting our life. People are saying India is the blood pressure capital of the world. India is the diabetes capital of the world. Are Indians not hardworking enough? It is not just because we are dumping the work in India. We are exploiting the cheap labor that is available in India. We are exploiting the software geniuses that are born in India to the best of our ability in other countries. We have no choice because our population is so big, the country cannot provide enough employment for everyone. So you have to work for multinational companies where they are taking you in huge numbers, or our national companies that are working in huge numbers and exploiting you to the best of their ability. Ask any IT professional if they are getting, unless they are very high placed, or they are chaplus or chamcha of a particular boss that gives them the benefits, whether they are making that money. The salary that you think that they are getting are all lies and myths. People possibly are not very comfortable in actually telling their salaries. The 1 lakh, 1.2 lakhs, 4 lakhs, 10 lakhs salaries that you hear about, most of them are myths and stories. Does not even cross possibly 60, 70, 70, 80,000 for many who are working all day throughout the clock, impacting their health. So under these circumstances, we need to get back to our whatever healthy lifestyle. And I think in these, modern medication cannot help you because these are leading to chronic diseases, and no allopathic medication can work long time, particularly in case of chronic diseases. So you need to grab once again the friendly Ayurveda. Go to your Ayurveda doctors, prescribe immunity boosters or energy boosters or things that you can take while you are working. Like, increase your fiber intake through taking various kind of chola, dal, whatever you can. Try and eat healthy. Keep your body hydrated as much. Take break from your computer screen at least after every 30 or 45 minutes. Look into the outside your window, look into the green, try and walk, try and think about the composure and think that when there is, this is like gulag that was created by Stalin, where people are walked to the death. I do not know how many IT professional will be able to complete their entire tenure to 58 or 60 years, because they are gone. By the time they have reached 50, 52, they are almost gone, being exploited throughout their career. So, students who jumping into IITs, looking for getting into IT and computer science or telecommunications as their choices job, do not know the tears on the other side of the employees, that what you will be going through once you get into this so-called high profile job or high salaried job. Whether they are still high salaried is a big question. There needs to be audit on this, but also on the health status of these people. And unless you yourself put yourself into this good health habits to the best of your ability, I can't simply help you that you are not being having quality sleep. So whenever throughout the day you can have good sleep, go to the bed. If you are taking medication for sleep and going to sleep so that you can again get back during the evening and get to the next set of the work cycle, I feel very, very sad for these people. There is nothing much we could do other than raising education and awareness and sensitivity, so that all Indians who are so proud of Sudha Murthy, Govinda Murthy, this Murthy, that Murthy, Hichai, Kichai, and Pichai could see what these people are doing behind their back. It's just profit, 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 and profit. And nice, kind words of how hard life they have led, that they were extremely poor, and through their hard work, they have reached and achieved this, and follow the scales while they are enjoying beautiful vacations across the Bahama Islands or in UK, or in other European countries where you're walking down to the death. So this is very sad. I think very important topic that we discussed. I do not think that any other forum has discussed this before. And I placed a very crude truth in front of you. Many of you may not be very well associated with this, that how these people are being exploited and how they are impacting their health. But this is all we could do, and Ayurveda is the only solution that I could see for your long-term health benefits, protection for your kidneys, for livers, for your blood circulation. And you have to do exercises. I mean, once you are working 10, 12 hours on the front of the computer, your body get fatigued. You do not feel like going for a walk and stuff. So do at least few yoga poses and stuff. You have to take care of yourself. Your company is not going to take. Once you pass away, they will have an obituary and a nice day saying OX was such a great employee and that his contributions were monumental. But when he was or she was alive, if you ask, that his manager or her manager always said their performance is never good. The reason is, if you say that you are doing good, then they have to increase your salary. If you can keep me under pressure, and because of job losses and stuff, you can get more work out of me. Very morbid, very sad, very tragic, very serious, very, very deep impact in our society. Thank you. I beg, your sorry for the reason that I have placed a very dark picture of what is happening, but it is important to tell the truth. Someone has to bail the cat. There it is. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. And I feel solidarity with all the IT workers and others who work long term on their computers, which is impacting their health. But very little we could do to change the system. We are tied up by all these companies that are ruling our governments, that are ruling the entire world. We are now toys in the hand of multinational companies. Very, very morbid. Very sorry.
Excellent, excellent. You have shown other aspect of the life, not glamorous, not charming. Excellent. अग्निहोत्री सर मुझे इनवाइट करेंगे?
अच्छा यार, ये पहले फैक्ट्री में काम बहुत करते रहे, उसके बाद कोरोना आ गया तो वर्क फ्रॉम होम का भी एक नया एक्सपीरियंस का चैप्टर इनकी लाइफ में जुड़ा। ऐसे हमारे प्रोफेसर पंकज शर्मा जी, जो हमारे IRES के होस्ट, सर्वा कन्वीनर, everything, and having a multi-talented personality, having a wonderful factorial experiences of uncounted fields. And I invite with all respect and honor Professor Pankaj Sharma ji for his presentation regarding the topic, or over the topic, that's work from home. What may be the health tips to maintain the health even in the prolonged sitting posture, etc., etc.
थैंक यू
Namaskar.
देखिए आदरणीय अजय जी मेरे हमारे साथ जुड़े हैं and I want to introduce my son also. My son is today first time on the platform. Ashish Pandey from Basingstoke. He is also here. Ashish.
Hello.
Hari Om.
Hello.
We are unable to see you, please. Namaskar, namaskar. Hari Om, Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om, Hari Om. तो आपसे और अजय जी से दोनों से प्रार्थना करता हूँ 15 मिनट मुझे झेल लीजिए, उसके बाद मैं आप दोनों को स्वागत करूंगा। केवल 15 मिनट, क्या करना चाहिए और क्या नहीं करना चाहिए। As we all are well aware that definitely situation has been changed drastically. As astrologer says that Rahu Dasa is dependent on various technical gadgets in which working remotely or working from home is absolutely a new fashion, new trend in the market. What we expect from work from home? Wear whatever you want. Just reality is deadly against this. We don't know what to wear and we don't know what to eat at that time, but definitely on upper portion we have to take suit also when underpant is beneath. Hang out at home all day. This is our expectation. But this is isolating. You are being isolated mentally from the society, no social life. Definitely it is destructive for your mental health. Again, expectation, see more of my family. There is quarreling, frequent distraction, and you are frustrated due to those distractions. So unnecessary quarreling is there. If husband and wife is there, definitely two WWF champions can be seen at every home or every house. Extra time in the morning to have a nice relaxed breakfast. Not possible because time is not scheduled. So without a set routine, absolutely it is impossible and challenging. I'm not going into the detail because presentation is of 1 hour. So I will definitely go for Vyangavalokan, what's I view, and then I will come directly to the health. So challenges are more as Dr. Sakat has told us that definitely companies are exploiting the employees, and that's why mental health patients, means mentally ill patients, are generally seen from higher society, highly literated society, and highly educated society. Skills need to be successful. Number one, person to be self-motivated. Second, because he is alone, only God is with him. So he must be problem solver. And number three, most important, problem can be solved if you are a great communicator. So definitely a person can set his workspace as per his choice, stay connected to each other as I am at present connected to you all, right from the Basingstoke to Canada. Manage your time and well-being. This is most important where we lack. Set up your physical workshop. Definitely everybody knows it. So I'm not going into the detail. Everybody is fond of his passions, his trends, his likings. So a safe and secure space should be there. Minimize distraction and disruption. A place for equipment and materials should be adequate. Virtual workspace should also be there. Use your best connection. Think secure. Be secure with the antiviruses and mobile when you need it. Mobile is releasing pressure on the eye. These boundaries, close the door, ambient sound, natural light. These are just guidelines for mental relaxation that you should not feel yourself isolated. You should not feel yourself in dark. That's it. workspace should be set. You are all expert of that. You are already working from home. So posture is also necessary. That is very necessary. I am also facing the same. On bed, it is not possible to continue these webinars for 4 years. Definitely my slip disk has been increased multiple times. So organization from desktop, calendar, note here or work-life balance, very necessary. Keep office hours. You schedule your office hours. Allow co-worker to know when you are available. Not every time, 24 hours. Lunch time, breakfast time, your time, rest time. Use timers. That here we are lacking. We are scheduling and we are forgetting. So use timers, your alarms. I have learned this timers and alarm system in Bhopal because I am alone, so nobody is there to prompt me that your flight is there after 2 hours or 3 hours. So 3 or 4 alarms I have set, and then my life is routine. So routine is very necessary. Morning routine, end of the day routine, both are necessary. Share your schedule and signal availability. You should share with your colleagues, manage your well-being, define office hours, set boundaries. Family should also understand that you are busy in this time. So he or she will not disturb, and do not disturb if you are on a call communicating. While communicating, generally frustration comes when we are unable to communicate our sentiments properly to the person concerned. So we be clear and communicate often. So everybody will know that you are a good communicator and there is no need for any lacking. Communicate often, make space for fun. Virtual water cooler means mind setter. Collaborate because you are alone. You have to take collaboration of all your colleagues or friends or circles everywhere. So ideate and iterate real time. Switch to digital events and virtual huddles. Make a time for relaxation. Make a strategy for collaboration that you can get your work done from your colleagues and circles. Using technology, you are the expert on that. Emails, phone calls, email and instant managed through. So I'm not going to detail. Get your video ready. That is also cause of frustration when video does not open. Productivity, front load your day. Choose your most challenging task for the morning when you are focused. Use to-do list. Here also, senior executives are lacking. They are not using task manager or apps like that. Task manager is very excellent app and that can guide you, prompt you that what your task is there or will be there. Daily reports, what you did yesterday and what you are going. These are the tips to avoid frustration which comes unwantedly daily. Use a timer, use an app. Apps are also there for your everything. Breathe, steps, time, relaxation, eye relaxation, for everything. App is there. Please use them. Don't avoid or don't ignore them. Supervisor, emotional intelligence. Very important. Very important. Set expectation for your colleagues. Communicate properly. Communication should be there. Regular communication should be there. Use IT resources for guide, and that communication lead inclusive online meetings. And here you again are more expert than me. I am just a learner of the technical. Don't forget to take breaks with animals, with wife, with neighbors, or on boundary or on balcony. You can go and relax. Work-life harmony you have to manage. Check in with you and others. It's important to check in with yourself and be mindful of how you are feeling. You are not yours in that role. Role of the manager, definitely manager has to lead by example, setting examples, support in new ways, frequent check-ins again and again. Now I come to my point, health and well-being tips and hints. If you are a team manager, recognize that your people will need you extra attention and care at this time. Arrange a daily check-in with your team via Teams, anything. Check now how people are feeling and what is working well or not. You have to realize, you have to self-analyze that what strategy is working well and what is not. Offer team members 1:1 to discuss any concern as they may have. If you are a team member, just try to solve the problem, just try to communicate and don't get frustrated anytime. Maintain regular hours, set a schedule and stick to it. No haphazard way. Today we are working on morning, Papa meeting is there in the evening. So have your time, relax yourself first. And everybody should know that what is your suitable and convenient time. Definitely, it is not possible with countries beyond our limits where time regions have been changed. But as maximum as possible, we should try to stick the routine. Create a morning routine. Deciding you will sit down at your desk and start work at a certain time. In our Hindu region, generally, fast awakening is not allowed. Slow awakening, generally heart attacks or brain strokes are because of fast awakening with anxiety in the mind. That's what we have to do. Be calm, be quiet when you are doing good morning to others, not with anxiety. Try to get yourself ready as if you are setting off to work. Have a shower, get dressed, feeling like that's not good that you have just awakened and gone to the table, desktop, and no bath, no breakfast, no toothbrush, have nothing. This is not good. Ergonomics, that is very important. Good working environment, it is definitely needed along with our sitting arrangement. So ergonomics is basically depending on the ambience and posture what you are using to sit at. Work near a window. Ashish is working near window. Yes, good. Be safety conscious at all time. Talk to your line manager. Claim all staff can claim computer equipment. No problem. Schedule breaks. Breaks are important when working at home. Take regular 10-minute breaks to grab a snack, walk around, or say Hari Om to your family. Perhaps hi, I can say, because hi is very sad word in our Indian. Hi. So I can't say hi. Perhaps consider doing something different in a break and do yoga sessions, take a hot shower, or take a wander around outside space. So break is very necessary, for which apps are also there. If you are unable to go outside, definitely take some apps help. Let your team know how you are going for a break. Means don't hide anything. Don't be in anxiety. Your circle, your boss, your manager, your colleague, your team member, everybody should know my so-and-so person is on break at present, so we should not disturb him or her. Get some fresh air. Your body needs to move. Try to get outside, even if it is only in your own outside space. Take fresh air and light. Exercise. Try to exercise every day. Outside, good. If not, go to exercise for in a room. Why not try NHS Strength and Flex exercise plan? This is from UK, National Health Service Strength and Flex exercise plan. I would like to request Ashish to communicate me also what is that. Quick search idea. Okay. Socialize with colleagues. Loneliness, disconnect, and isolation are common problems in remote work life, especially if it is for an extended period of time. So if a person is working at home from like 5 or 6 years, that will feel loneliness, disconnect, and isolation. That is common. Try connecting each day with someone you usually talk to in office or haven't seen for a while. You have not seen anybody, but talk to them, connect to them. Like us, I would like to receive calls from Basingstoke anytime. So try to use Teams video facility. That I will share your feelings. Don't be alone. Share your feelings with family, with friends. Friend meet deep friends, good friends. over communicate. Tell everyone that it is your availability and schedule. When you finish your project or important time, communicate this also. Keep up your team meetings and one-to-one, definitely using technology. If you have a question or problem, just ask your team. Don't hide that. Take advantage of perks. That the good thing is that you are saving money. No bus, no train, no auto, no rickshaw. You are sitting at home. So save that money and give a treat to the family. Maybe father, mother, maybe wife, but give a treat to the family as generally youngsters are doing, and they are going outside for treat every week. Don't be too hard on yourself. Work is work. Definitely work will happen. And Dr. Saket already told us that how exploitation is being conducted through our bosses or our, we are not getting anything except mental illness or loneliness. So don't be too hard on yourself. Be cut yourself some slack and then get back to the work. Feeling all alone. No. God is with you always. Mahadev, Shiva, already, because our soul is the representative of the God. So you cannot be alone any time of the second Kala Gadana. Today we have conducted that. But guidelines are also there. Avoid your loneliness. Feel that everybody is with me. And if everybody is not with me like me, I have no family here. So I am feeling that Lord Shiva is with me 24 hours because I can't hide anything from Supreme Power. So that is with him, that is with me. So record your absence, feeling, tracking, sick day. Yes. Person can be sick. So you take sick leave also if you are feeling ill. That is not good that you are feeling ill also and you are working continuously. Mental health. Mental health during outbreak. Managing stress and anxiety during outbreak. Mental health and well-being audio guides. NHS self-help apps for your phone. National Health Services UK has created various self-help apps. Please use them. Please don't ignore them. Employee assistance program is also there where mental health first aider will be there. Working at home when your children are there. So create a schedule for you and your kids. Give them time, but time to time. Don't allow them every time. But you have to be sympathetically. Don't shout on them. Don't create a havoc on them. And be affectionate, be loving with your children. End your day with a routine. What you have to do tomorrow, please plan today itself so you will not be a patient of anxiety or high BP tomorrow. So teams, colleagues should also know. And yoga, Brahmivati, Medhavi, Medhya Rasayan, Rasayans in the Ayurveda, liver, definitely our liver is being affected. So Yakrat Rasayan, all these rejuvenators are very necessary for our health during. So generally take Brahmivati, Shankapuspi, almond oil like this because you are using your brain more in comparison to physical exercise. Cut your calories. Don't eat much food and in late night. Maintain an early hours dinner time so that will be useful for your good, calm and quiet sleep. Thank you. Thank you very much for your patience listening. Thank you very much. Agnihotri sir. Agnihotri sir. Now I would like to request Ajay ji to communicate. Ashish ji, after Ajay ji, I am calling you. Ajay ji, swagat hai.
हाँ जी, नमस्ते, namaste to everyone, especially Pawan sir, yeah, Ashish ji, Agnihotri ji, everyone, Saket sir. Acha, today's our topic is health tips for those who are working at home, working from home. See, as everybody has described about yoga, correct? So here we need to understand.
You are mute.
आप म्यूट हो गया, माइक अनम्यूट कर लीजिए.
Just a minute. Yeah, sorry. So yoga, we need to understand if you are working at home also, what exactly practice we have to do. We have to practice some asanas in sequence, as everybody told the importance of the stretchings, correct? So the first stretching, we need to start with the standing postures. Standing, some stretchings we need to do, especially for the cervical, okay, and for the whole spinal cord. After these stretchings, then we can do the shoulder rotation, all these things, neck rotation. Once you finish the standing stretchings, then we can go for simple asanas. And what is the asan? Asan means a posture. So what simple asan we can do? Tadasan, which can help us for the proper blood circulation in the whole body. Please pay attention here. Neuromuscular exercise. Neuromuscular exercise we can practice, which is the combination of body, breath, and brain, all the activities. So we have to practice neuromuscular exercises, and what comes under neuromuscular exercise, especially Tadasan, Utkatasan, okay, and standing, rising on the toes, and stretching the body. So these techniques are very much useful, which directly makes impact on the whole nervous system. Acha, once you finish all the things in standing, then we can sit down, and this will take hardly 20 to 25 minutes, maximum half an hour. After, and I told you, standing for stretching, then neuromuscular exercise, then we have to sit down, and in sitting posture, we have to go for Bhadrasan, Dhyanatmak Asan, butterfly position, which can make direct impact on the pelvic region. And that also we have to connect with deep inhalation and exhalation. While we are lifting our knees up, we have to take a deep breath in. And while we are dropping our legs down, knees down, we have to do complete breathe out. So deep inhale and exhale. Here we can utilize the Bhastrika technique. Okay, equal inhale and equal exhale with little force. So that will help us to make impact on the pelvic region. And once we finish this Bhadrasana, then we can go for Parvatasana, sitting Parvatasana. Again, the technique is for the whole spinal cord, from sacrum, lumbar, thoracic, and whole stretch we can make in the Parvat, simple Parvatasana we can practice. Okay, after Parvatasana, after this asana, a very important technique we have to do, that is Shashank Asana. Please note, see, all these asanas I'm telling for the overall health and the fitness. If you are working at home, or if you're not working at home, then also, and especially if you're working at home, if you use these techniques can be useful for you, especially for the whole body, for the proper blood circulation in the whole body. Fine. So on the after Shashankasana, rabbit pose, you have to lie on the stomach. And after lying on the stomach, the first technique you can do the Makarasana, relaxing, and the Bhujanga Asana. Okay, Cobra pose. And in Bhujangasana, you know very well, Bhujangasana sthiti, we are making complete stretch on the whole spinal cord. So backward bending asanas, and this asana we have to practice with willpower and confidence, that our back is becoming strong and we are becoming emotionally more and more alert and strong from inside. So this kind of feeling we have to inculcate in our personality also. Chalo. So standing, I told you, sitting, I told you, butterfly pose, Bhadrasan, then Parvatasana, then on the, after Shashankasana, on the stomach asanas, then we have to turn on the back. The last part. After turning on the back, the most important asana for spinal twist and for the abdominal organ stretching is the Markatasana. Markatasana 1 and 2, if we are practicing, in which we are twisting our body completely from both the sides. After Markatasana, we can go for simply, that is Uttanapad Asana. Now, Uttanapad Asana, Uttana means up, Pad means leg. After Uttanpadasana, we have to connect with Pavan Muktasana. And after Pavan Muktasana, if you are doing proper deep relaxation technique, that will help us to make us physically fit, mentally alert, and emotionally balanced. Correct? And after doing Yoga Nidra, then we can go for simple pranayam and the meditative techniques. So, dear all, I try to explain you all the simple techniques through which we can be able to make us ready to face each and every day's challenges. Correct? Because as sir also told in starting only, challenges we cannot avoid from the life. Stress we cannot avoid from the life, because stress, what is the stress? Stress is the reaction to demanding situation. How we are reacting to the demanding situation, and stress is continue always. So we can face it positively with the help of yogic techniques. So try to bring yoga in your daily routine. And last point I would like to tell you, we need to understand yoga is not only asana or pranayam, but yoga is a way of life. It's a style of life, because yoga teaches us how to eat. Please try to understand how to eat, ahar, then how to sleep, vihar, how to relax, then how to maintain proper routines, how we have to maintain our proper routines, how we have to work our proper working. Because we know, as it is given in the Bhagavad Gita also, work is worship. Correct? Na? Yoga is skill in action. Yoga karmasu kaushalam. When we can be able to improve our skill in action, that is only yoga. So we need to maintain our proper routines. That is also yoga. Then how to behave with others, our achar. So ahar, vihar, achar, how we are behaving with others, with our friends, with our family members. Instead of expressing only frustration, we have to express love and affection also. We have to connect emotionally also, as sir also told already. Okay, and the last part, how to think. So vichar. So what is yoga? Yoga is a way of life, because yoga teaches us how to eat, ahar, how to sleep, vihar, how to maintain proper routines, how to behave with others, and the last part, how to think. We need to understand the way we are thinking. Our thinking pattern should be always positive. It should be sakaratmak always. Then only we will be able to fulfill the aim of our life. And what is the aim of life? To live our life with full meaning. And we have to fulfill our all the desires with peace of mind and with our skill and action. Thank you very much. Dhanyavad. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Ajay ji, you are best as always, no doubt. No doubt. Excellent. और जुड़ते रहिएगा, कहाँ बीच में गायब हो जाते हैं। योग के बहुत दिन आते हैं, जो दिन आते हैं योग के, आप हमें बताएंगे कि कहाँ योग मिल सकता है। मैं हर महीने का प्रोग्राम 1 तारीख को सर्कुलेट कर देता हूँ। थैंक यू, थैंक यू। It's too hot in your room, too hot.
No, like actually, some electric problem was there. Yeah,
no problem, issue. No problem. Excellent, excellent.
Thanks.
Agnihotri sir, now first time of this platform, my son from Basingstoke, Ashish Pandey, is with us, and here we are from the other side of the desk, but he is on other side of the desk. He is working at home from last 5 years, and that is also in unknown territory of England. Now it is known to him, no doubt, but initially it was everything was unknown. He was transferred from Pune by Accenture to direct Basingstoke. And really I am proud of him that he has continuously passed this absolutely threatening stage in these 5 years at home. Agnihotri.
Great. We would extend the warm welcome to our Ashish Pandey to this platform, which has been thought, delivered, constituted, financed, supported, sacrificed all the day and night, chain, the comfort, the willingness, the well-being. Every word is short from my dictionary. Is Professor Pawan Kumar Sharma ji, who is making it possible to see you in front of me, that to a far off place. So it's really a great pleasure to the IRES platform itself. I welcome very much that definitely you are going to put forward the merits or the demerits or both of making the work from home. We physicians or the doctors fraternity is thinking and talking about the tips for the maintenance of health by this platform. Before it, I would like to also thank Dr. Mr. Ajay Kumarji, as he presented very well on the topic of yoga. And if you consider that yoga is to be performed on daily basis, my request is that you are also supposed to join on daily basis. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
If you feel like this, because then only the rejuvenation of our health, mental and physical, will definitely be enjoyed by
Really,
each and every
really,
person.
I was waiting for your talk also, Agnihotri sir and
Hi,
Pawan
hi,
Sharma.
hi,
Thank you.
hi.
Thank you very
I
much.
don't speak. I don't speak when I speak, only then when I collect the proper words to speak.
But I am aware with your knowledge, sir. Excellent. Thank you.
But it will be my humble suggestion if you please go with the word yoga, not yoga, because I have not
Okay.
read yoga anywhere from
Sure.
any
Sure.
source.
Very, very true.
Explain us.
Very true.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh,
Now we would
I
like to
again
invite
I again invite our Ashish Pandeyji, our beloved Ashish Pandeyji. Please continue.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the warm welcome. Thank you so much, Papa, for inviting me. And uh, for me, this is more of a learning opportunity because great presentations by Ajay sir, and of course the presentation by Dr. Pavanji, and then before that Dr. Sekat, if I'm not wrong. So all valid points raised. This was more of a learning experience for me today as to how I could get some benefits as to what was showcased here today. But being a devil's advocate, what I would like to talk about today is some of the some of the positives of working from home, because I think everyone has kind of painted a very gloomy picture of it. But I think I can talk about from what my personal experience has been for the past few years. So I started working from home ever since COVID happened. And ever since that, I and most of my friends here who stay in the same building, and some friends apart as well, most of them prefer working from home. And there are quite a few reasons for that. Firstly, work life balance. Once the commute, once that is eliminated from your life, so at least 2 to 4 hours daily you save it. Now it all depends on you how you use that time, right? You could either waste it sleeping, you could do something productive, or you can spend time with your family. I personally have felt that my productivity increases while I work from home. I am able to focus on the job at hand rather than when I have to go to office, because I do travel to offices sometimes depending on if I have meetings with clients and everything. So there I'm meeting everyone in the office. There are so many distractions. Someone says, yeah, that okay, let's go for a coffee, let's go for lunch, and then like whenever I go to office, so that day's work I have to do next day, because I'm not able to do anything in the office because it's mostly meet and greet for me. Then one of the key components of working from home is reduced costs. uh, if if anyone has stayed in UK or even in India, like I used to travel from Delhi to Gurgaon while I was working for TCS during my early stage of my career. So a lot of traveling costs are eliminated, and especially in UK, public transport here is quite expensive. So minimum, I'm saving around from 1,000 to 1,500 pounds per month while working from home. And I switched from Accenture to this new company, IRES Group. One of the primary reasons why I took this job, because I had other offers as well, because this was remote working. So these are some of the benefits that I have, personally felt over the past few years. One of the other reasons is, yeah, you are able to contribute more at home as well. My wife Akanksha, she is the one who travels daily. She gets tired, when she comes back, and so I'm able to contribute. Sometimes I like to cook, I clean the house, so I have that spare time, to contribute more towards the home. And people who have children, they are able to contribute their time towards their well-being, rather than being dependent on a carer or hiring someone for that particular purpose. So there are a lot of benefits for working from home. Now, there are many disadvantages, as we all talked about. So the one thing, if you could see, I have a dedicated workspace, which is very essential, because initially when I started, I as Papa mentioned in his slide back, that you wake up, you just open your laptop and attend the meetings. So your mind has not properly refreshed. So I follow a dedicated routine. I take bath, have some breakfast, and get properly ready for my meeting, so I'm prepared for it. So my office space is quite similar to what it would have been if I had traveled to office. So you just have to keep yourself kind of prepared that uh, okay, I'm going to an office, it's not that it's my holiday. And once you get out of that zone, work from home actually makes life easier. That is my personal experience. So I think that is all.
What are other demerits?
Other demerits, some of the demerits are like, in terms of job, if I'm talking about, it's sometimes easier talking to people face to face, understanding their problems, which sometimes get difficult for me to get hold of people when I'm trying to reach out to someone. Maybe they are not available. Once you are in office workspace, you can always walk to them. You always have a lot of resources in office, which is quite difficult when you're working from home. Then if you face some technical issues, like if your laptop, like a couple of weeks back, my laptop stopped working, so I had to stop working for 2 days, because the issue to get fixed took more than 2 days, because someone had to send me a replacement laptop. So all these kind of bottlenecks happen. But in terms of healthcare, or on lifestyle, that also has effects. Like, I like to work out, but mostly, because of long hours, sometimes I'm skipping my gym routine, and all those things. But overall, if you will ask me, because I follow most of the things that Papa, you mentioned in your slide pack. Like, I have a daily routine, I have friends here, so we take continuous breaks. We call each other, and like, are you free? So my friend stays just above this floor, so we go outside, have some coffee, talk to each other. So we have kind of maintained an atmosphere that it's a hybrid model. Like, I'm working from home, but at the same time I also feel that I am in office space. So all these things kind of help me to gel together the whole process of working from home. But I'm learning, and today's session was quite beneficial for me as well. The yoga asanas and meditations that Ajay sir talked about previously, that were really helpful, and I would try to you know uh, uh, I would try to implement that in my lifestyle. But yes, so that this has been my experience for working from home.
Thank you, Ashish. Thank you. God bless you. Agnihotri sir, you are mute.
Very lovely and direct, crystal clear concept, and owned experience by you. And it's my pleasure that you had been there in Pune, you had been there in Gurgaon. My daughter was also there in Gurgaon, that too in TCS for last 14 years. And being in TCS, she was there in Texas or Dallas before her marriage. And now she has shifted from Gurgaon to Pune, and that too from TCS to Citibank. So she is Medhavi Agnihotri from TCS. So
Okay.
and she is also performing the same way during the Corona. My son is also there in Mumbai in our company, and he shifted from Gurgaon to Pune, that too in PPE kit during the this because their boss informed that you have to shift, and how long it will go on online. So you have to, and he by road with his car shifted from Gurgaon to Mumbai, and that remained two hotels in Jaipur and again in Mumbai, not allowed to meet his wife as long as this quarantine for 5 or 7 days were there, though he was negative RT-PCR. Anyway, so this is your life. This is the life of youngsters, having the multinational companies job and making all efforts, and always tension, always that this is the target and this you have to follow. And 21 days out of 30 days you have to be in the airplane. The problem is there.
Yeah, this is for any
Puri,
job, isn't it?
Yeah. I know. From Puri, one and his wife is also in job. So एक जाता है पुरी को, एक जाता है हैदराबाद, एक जाता है कर्नाटक, वहां बेंगलोर, तो एक जाता है फिर इधर सिक्किम. इतना बुरा हाल है. Anyway, you are young enough to enjoy this sort of say life. We were never skilled like for that, and we were never having such type of activities. We were having 10 to 2 or 8 to 2. That's it. Anyway,
in India, retirement age is work from home.
Even now we
retired work from home.
Now we have made an association to be means busy and perform that to work from home, but contacting 27, 28 countries persons that to late night and time favorable to them. In that way, we are now getting young and young. We are getting young and with the help of this sort of working, because late night is not allowed for us to be awakened, but we do it.
Right, sir.
Thank you. I bless you.
Ashish.
I bless you by my heart that you go on and on. Akansha also joined, I think. Yeah.
Ashish.
Yes, I'm not sure whether she came back or not. I'm in my room.
She has joined.
No, she has joined.
I given the admission as it was there.
This is also one coincidence, sir. Her sister's name is also Akanksha. My daughter's name is also Akanksha.
My niece's name is Akanksha. Agnihotri Akanksha. That too in Lucknow.
So Akanksha is
good. Yes. Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Akanksha.
Hi.
हरिओम.
हरिओम.
हाय से हरिओम पे लाना है ना, तो हाय होके हरिओम आ गई. यही तो नवीनीकरण है. Those who are running with hi, we have to bring them back to the hariom. Everything is good.
As a spouse, what demerits or merits you are feeling for work from home? You are not working from home, but what as a spouse, what is the demerits or merits? Because you are tolerating these work from home.
Better half suffering from the over busyness of the husbands or wife. That too during the work from home. चाय बना लो मेरी मीटिंग चल रही है. म्यूट बोलना नहीं ये होता नहीं.
ऐसे तो कभी नहीं बोलता कि चाय बना लो, वो खुद ही कर लेते हैं सब. हाँ,
नहीं तो सामने फिर वीडियो ऑफ करके जाते होंगे.
कौन? हाँ, नहीं, कभी मीटिंग में नहीं रहते तब चाय बना लेते हैं, बट वैसे मेरे को हाँ, बट हाँ वही है कि ओवरवर्क हो जाते हैं, तो फिर मेरे को थोड़ा वही रहता है कि शाम को भी काम चलता है, बिकॉज व्हेन यू आर वर्किंग फ्रॉम होम इट्स जस्ट वर्क फ्रॉम होम, यू कांट लाइक it's not like you're traveling or not, but then
really?
when you're working from home you are doing everything at a set time, but then again you are extending the time because obviously you're not going anywhere, so आपको कोई जल्दी नहीं रहती है कि कहीं जाना है या कहीं नहीं आना है.
You are there from India, but you have to be prepared for the clients, those who are having their convenient time. So my daughter used to go for 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. The slots are there.
I mean, Ashish also did the same
for their kid.
Yeah, I mean, Ashish also used to do the same. When he was in Pune, I used to go and stay with him. And then during that time, I saw that he had UK clients. So at that time, the time difference was 5.5 hours. So he used to work till 2 o'clock in the night after doing the whole day office. And then he used to come back and work according to the UK hours. So yes, it was a little bit difficult, but then still it's difficult because sometimes he does work till
But for
12.
mom, a kid of 3 or 4 years, it's a high time to manage that kid.
True.
That is
Yeah,
a very sacrificing point.
true. That's true.
Either he maintains crying, or you are disturbed that I am not paying attention at that need of the hour.
True.
I am also expecting that situation to come earlier, sir.
Okay.
God bless. God bless.
So, Akanksha, you had joined, or Akanksha is also joined?
Eh? No, it's
Akanksha
me.
is
It's
joined.
me.
It's you, right? Wow.
Okay, Ashish has given the chair on the same day, but she has joined by her own connection.
Yeah, my phone was there, so I joined from there. I was listening to what he.
Both phones are joined. Yeah, Akansha is there.
Yeah.
His sister is also in London, sir. Akanksha.
Great.
His sister is also-
Then you have to use the nicknames. Otherwise, there will always a confusion.
Both are my daughters. Both are my daughters.
No doubt. That's true.